Hello, and welcome back to Crochet at My House. Been another busy week. Been doing a lot of crochet, working on patterns. We went out, which was interesting. It was just to like a normal kind of grocery store, but we just had to look around. So that was interesting. And one of the patterns I've been working on is also a finished object. Right here. So I kind of got inspired recently, which I think I mentioned in my previous video, the last one. I got inspired by somebody else. Came up with my own sort of idea, which is just kind of a quick whipped up one. It's a peg bag. You can see it's all scraps that I used because I was just messing around with it. And I do have some pegs in it. Now this here and along here is crocheted around the hanger to give it more sturdiness, and I like the fact that it's got solid and solid here, so that when I put my hand in, this helps hold it open. And I came up with this bit because I didn't want the whole width, just wanting some that was big enough for a hand. And it's just sewn shut down the sides. That's what it looks like at the back. So I am going to be working up the pattern for this. I've got a basic kind of write up already, but I'm going to put together a proper pattern and then get it tested by some lovely people, hopefully. Yeah, so this will hopefully be a pattern soon. I hope you like the look of it. And of course it doesn't have to be done in scraps like this one was. It's just I was using scraps because well, I like using scraps and it uses them up. So that was my first thing and my only finished object this week. The next thing is something you've probably seen a lot before on my channel, which is this dress, which is a vintage crochet dress pattern. And what I've been working on is the sleeves. Here's my sleeves, both worked up at the same time. So what you can see is this is how much of a sleeve I've got, which goes from about my wrist to just about my elbow. So I am getting there, I'm getting some length. So I'll hopefully get that sorted in a couple of weeks. But I am working on other things, of course. So the next thing is something I just started this week from this book here. But the one I'm doing is this doll here, and she's the daffodil doll, I think. So that's what she looks like. And so far, what I have is her head. So what you can see is she's got some really pale eyebrows here, and some yellow, then brown eyes, and just a little plain black mouth. I will take some pictures so you could maybe get a better look at it, because the light is a little bit too strong on this. But yeah, so that's what I've done so far. Oh, and I thought this was really interesting. You see here, she has a little nose. Yeah, it's really interesting. Instead of like in a lot of patterns where they do a satin stitch around some stitches, this is actually a double crochet cluster. So that's interesting. I like the effect it gives. Now the last crochet thing I've been working on this week is right over here. It's a bandana for my doggy. It's not huge yet, so it won't fit her yet, but I'm getting there. I only need to do a few more rows, I think. And then the way I'm going to put it on her is I'm going to put a little loop and a button so that I can close it like that. That's what it looks like. And it's just using a basic granny shawl pattern for the granny cluster. So it's super easy and quick to work up. I just haven't been working on it that much. So other things besides crochet is, first of all, this book, which you've seen me talk about previously. I actually finished a page, well, technically 2 pages, they're right next to each other, and I started a new one. So here's the finished pages. First of all, we have this fairy, which is a scratch picture. I did this blocky pattern, and I did some patterns on her dress, and I added more lines to her hair, and just different things to the different daffodils. The other one I did was this one with the little baby chicks. Got flowers here, and you can see I did a gradient effect on there. And then just plain brown down here and pink flowers, which do have shading if you see the darker bits. That's where the petals are curled, so that's what I did. And of course these leaves up here are shaded. This was a mixture of Prismacolors and Crayola crayons I still like to use. And the other picture is these welly bits. So what I've done so far is I've done most of the welly bits. They just have a few white spots. And then this chocolate bunny that's sitting here, which is again Crayola crayons and Prismacolor pencils. I think it's the purple that I did for the Prismacolors, and then the blue and the yellow are the Crayola crayons, and this one is a bit of a mixture. So that's all of the colouring I've been doing this week. As for shopping, we got these to try. So this one's mint, which we opened yesterday. It's really quite nice. We have the sprinkle green one, which I haven't tried yet. It looks cute. And then the last one is strawberry, which I have had before, and it's very strawberry. Now the last thing I have is this game. So it's called Pizza Party. It's by University Games. And the way this game works is you get one of these cards. So that's the back, the front. So you get one of these cards, and it has little pictures on it. And you have 5 of these dice, which all the sides have different pictures. So there's 6 different ones. And what you do is, it's a 2-player game, so you both get one of these cards, and then you roll your 5 dice and try and get the ones that are on here. So, like bacon. And if I got all of this done, I would say Mamma Mia, which is quite funny, and grab another card and fill it up. So it's kind of like a race at the same time as filling in the different things on your card. It was a lot of fun. Definitely will be playing it a lot for a while. We like playing card games and board games a lot. So this is a nice new addition. and it wasn't too expensive. I think it was only £6, which isn't too bad. And it has this really nice hard case, which does have a bit of a seal to it, so it doesn't just open immediately. I can hold it upside down and it doesn't just fall off. Yeah, and it's fun, and it does come with its instructions inside, so that's a nice one. Here's the back, and it comes with 10 of these dice, which all have the same pictures on them. So that's what I've been up to. There will hopefully be a live on Saturday at 3 o'clock UK time, so if you want to come along to that, just watch for it. And I was just wondering, have any of you been watching the 10 questions tag that's been going around? It's really quite interesting what different people have been saying, and I've been trying to think about what my answers might be if I get around to doing the tag. Yeah, so comment, like, subscribe, and ring that bell for notifications every time I put up a video.